Dennis, this is your first Comiket ever.
Yes, it is.
How was it?
It was fucking busy. Like, I don't think fucking is a strong enough word to really...
Super fucking. Ultra fucking.
Ultra fucking.
So much fucking.
The omega fuck.
Summer, I think.
Yeah, I would say it seemed like more people in summer because...
I'd say because they had lines that went outside, like more lines that went outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It
So
was like
everybody-
New York.
Okay, actually, no. I want to say, so myself, Matt, aka Lost Link, and Siegs, aka Ryan, we...
You did that backwards.
Yeah, I know. Because you're not important.
Right.
We went to Summer Comiket, and yeah, that was hot as hell. Yeah, there was a lot of people. But the lines for the popular artists, for whatever, they were relatively short and fast. And that's what we came to expect. Because the lines were long, but they were, what, 15 minutes? Mm-hmm. At least the ones we went to. Yeah, there were some really long ones, but we didn't even bother with that. Mm-hmm. I finally went into a line that took 40 minutes. That was Shirao Miwa's art, the Supercell artist, also for the manga Dogs and whatever else.
Wow.
So how the lines work in Winter Comiket is instead of waiting outside like you did in the Summer Comiket, your lines are through the other lines that go through all the aisles with everybody selling.
So, like, I remember...
it is an orgy.
I tried to go for Yoshitoshi Abe's art book, which actually ended up, which I found out later because I didn't even go into that line. It was all old stuff, so I dodged the bullet there. But he probably had, like, one of the longest lines I saw today on day 3. And it was, like, sectioned off. So you'd see, like, 15 people, or let's say 30 people. Mm-hmm. Rows of... columns?
Whatever it is.
Columns of 2, rows of 15, we'll say. And they were holding up the sign at the back because that's how the Japan does it. Where the line ends, the last person holds the sign. So that way you know that's the end of the line. So I go, okay, I'll hold the sign. This is the end of the line. And the guy's like, no, it's back there. I'm like, okay, I don't see anything back. Oh, that line.
This is the end of this portion.
Another
of the
portion.
line.
So I go to that portion. That guy's also holding a white sign. That's not the end of the line either. I go to another portion. Still not the end of the line. I go to another one. There you are. And after that, I was just like, nope.
Is that 4 aisles back?
It's several. So I was just, no.
To like put it into perspective, like all the columns are labeled by letter, and they ran out of English letters to use. They started using Japanese katakana. I'm like,
And then they use most of those.
and like
And here we go.
I would estimate there are at least 1,000 different tables per like area.
Do you think it's bigger or smaller than a football field?
Each room?
Yeah.
Probably the size of.
I think the East halls are big.
Well, yeah, the
East
East
halls
halls
are
were
bigger.
bigger than the West
Yeah.
halls, right? Because like the West
Yeah.
halls, like
So we didn't.
West Hall's
So
football
today on
field
day 3,
size.
we didn't even go
I
to
think
the West
East
Hall.
Hall
It
is
was
like
just
football
that much
field
stuff.
and a half.
and each person has like a little like table in front of them.
So you're gonna browse
a little
that.
table.
Yeah.
The entire football field is full of tables. I think the pricing on all the material you can buy is extremely good. What you get.
So yeah, compare this to the Western prices
Especially
of
in
the
the Western
Western
world.
cons.
When you get like, say, you find a nice picture of a character you like, it's drawn well. That picture might run from $5 to $15, right? For like
As a print.
Yeah,
right?
as a print. But over here, you might get a booklet of prints for say $10.
You might get a full color book for $5,
Yeah.
right?
And that comes with many, many prints.
Let's just give a shout out to that one Vocaloid artist. Rella's Vocaloid Illustration Collection.
They're literally the only thing's open. Everything else around them is just closed down. And I walked up and like, this is really good. And I was like, I'll take it.
And something
Like,
like that in say Katsucon or whatever would cost that price just for a bigger print, maybe. Actually no, that poster.
That one poster would probably cost $15.
There you go. So Japan really lowers their prices, I guess, in comparison to everything else.
But there's so much more competition over here.
That's true.
That's the thing.
So, but that means their quality is even higher.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
yeah, if you want these things, come to Japan.
But although the littler name companies that kind of sell stuff from like popular anime and stuff, really, I would say, pricey. I think the most shocking thing in that room, by the way, must have been the curtain shop. Me and Ryan walked by it. You can buy a set of curtains, kind of like what you have here. It'd be about 2 meters by 2 meters, $200. 200.
Or your bag, huh?
5
Yeah, I
digits.
think the bag is more impressive.
The
It's not
bag.
as expensive, but it's pretty.
Oh, the Madoka bag.
hilarious.
Madoka bag.
Tell them with the Madoka bag.
So Aniplex was selling a Madoka bag. For those that have seen the 3rd movie, it has a picture of Homura in her kind of like gothic black dress. $80 gets you the bag and a little poster. Maybe like a 30 by 45 poster.
It was,
What bag?
$80.
it was the most
Okay.
highest quality bag ever.
Oh yeah, by the
And
way, it's a bag with a picture of a girl on it.
Yeah. And it's the same quality as this bag and the $3 Comiket bag I bought. Same thing.
Oh, we don't mean a tote bag.
No.
We mean like a little bag. Like I
Like
bought
a
this.
shopping bag.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
here's your bag to hold the purchased item bag.
Yeah, that was.
but you can get it
And
for
guess
$80.
what? They sold out because they stopped selling stuff. It wasn't like, maybe the richest of the rich or the elite, most elite one. Nope, they sold out. I'm sure they had tons of
So
bags.
we just had this discussion as we were walking back. The whole how much money is moved at Comiket.
Yeah, I wanted this because you have at least 500,000 people, I would say.
So 500,000 people going into Comiket over the 3 days.
Yeah.
Let's just say, so on average, 500 yen each table.
Mhm.
On average,
Well, our estimate was what, $50 per person?
What?
Yeah.
So let's just say your regular person goes in there.
Mhm.
A regular otaku.
Average, well, yeah.
We'll say $100, and
$100.
that's
I
a
would say
low.
100,
I would
yeah.
say more,
But
but
100's a good starting point.
we'll just start
It's a
with
good
that.
number too.
Yeah.
$100, 500,000 people, $50 million exchanged in these 2 buildings technically.
Our stacks are nothing.
Yeah,
We have stacks. We have stacks of books.
we have good stuff. Yeah.
I probably have.
Oh, yeah.
I have probably the biggest stack because I love art. However, our stacks do not compare to
No.
anyone else's.
There are some people with like stacks that would take a meter stick to measure with.
Basically, their stacks have to be shipped back. We knew this from before.
Convenient shipping service. in
I
the
was
back.
so shocked to see JP post or whatever They have
And you're
their
like,
own
why?
stall outside.
Why
I'm
do
like,
they have a
What are they
stall?
there for? And then like Ryan
For
was like,
everyone
yeah, you
else.
can ship your stuff back. I'm like,
I
why?
can't carry that shit on the train. That's too much stuff.
How's the cosplay experience?
So,
What?
sorry. So much yaoi.
Yeah, but that was
So
expensive.
much.
There was a
I just
lot.
kept walking through
Oh,
aisle after
Hold
aisle.
on, but wait. Think of it from the reverse. So much hentai.
Yeah, what's the ratio of like porn to art? Just like
I'd say 1 to 1 to 1 because on the first day it was yaoi, the second day was original art, the second day was hentai. Anyways, Matt, cosplay.
Here's some good art too.
yeah. I don't think I can say what is better between summer and winter. I think it depends on what you prefer. Summer's got more of obviously skimpy clothes,
Which Matt
lots
loves.
of girls. Winter, more of the bigger mechs and cool costumes
Which
come
is
out to
Matt's
play
real
because they're
turn on.
wearable.
I had a question.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, since you filmed all 3 days, and I know you filmed a lot of conventions, what do you think of the quality of Japanese cosplays compared to the rest of the world? Because I know we've been to a lot.
We've briefly talked about that on a previous, was it Tokyo Game Show podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned this, but it depends. If you're talking about like, okay, just at the convention, because I mean, there's also like official, they have like separate shows like the cosplay summit and whatever.
Yes.
Because even at the Tokyo Game Show, after the game show, they had like the Cure thing on stage where people it's kind of like a masquerade,
Oh, okay.
and those costumes were like really good.
So are you saying just like the average cosplayers?
But in terms of like just at a convention, so far I would say Americans are killing it. Like just way better. Like some like there's like
And
the
he's
elite
clapping,
there's the elite
that's-
Japanese like cosplayers that are like
No
super
doubt.
awesome. For sure.
But then again, there's the elite, Western.
But in terms of majority, just it's I think because Japan has so much cosplay stores, you can buy a lot of costumes.
Yes.
So you see a lot of repetition there.
So you see and you recognize it as like a store-bought costume. And then just, I don't know, the craftsmanship just not seem as good. There's like a lot of duct tape around there. And one thing that just really bugs me, I see it all the time, is the wigs. You can always see the back of their black hair. Like on the back of the wigs. It just like bugs me. It's like, okay, no, you don't have green hair or whatever. It's just, I don't know. But yeah.
Well, with the ability to communicate poses.
Yeah.
How about the amount of guys dressed as girls ratio?
Yeah, that's also big right here.
Not
I went into the, you were there.
Yeah.
You didn't go inside, but I inside the cosplay change room for the guys because that's where I was going to drop off my bag. And it's just funny seeing all the guys sitting on the floor, putting on their makeup, putting on their wigs and bras and whatever. It just like looks so stupid.
I was waiting for Matt to drop off his stuff and get into the changing room, and I remembered that on the 6th floor was the male changing room, not a universal changing room. I mean, there's a male changing room and there's a family changing room on the same floor, but you have to remind yourself, every person coming out of there is a dude. Everyone.
Dennis had
Convincing as it
an
looks,
erection
it is
so big.
Those legs, pretty
Those
smooth.
legs, man.
Kosuka legs.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's something.
You know, I would probably guess that 50% of the guys that walked out of there was some sort of female.
Yeah,
or
there's a
attempt.
lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was kind of shocked. The only thing cool I saw walking like on day 3 was that dark saber.
I didn't see Dark
Walked by
Side.
and I saw her.
She was with normal saber. Day 1, Predator was there from straight out of the
Moving
movie.
Mouth Predator.
Day 2, Guts and
Griffith.
Really good. And day 3, favorite was Grey Fox. Full armor, better than mine.
Really, Matt?
If I may add, it's kind of refreshing, at least in Japan, to see cosplayers cosplaying stuff that you would never ever see in America. Just because the anime they're from, or whatever they're from, is just not very popular over there.
JoJo.
But over here, it's like, well, every anime is kind of fair game, right? It's on TV and stuff. And, yeah.
And on the other side of that, you also see things that they're cosplaying from America that we would never cosplay. Like
Wait, what?
English soldiers, or like, and
Oh.
some even like all these American soldiers, because
Yeah.
it's not in Japan, so they watch movies and whatever, and they dress
Like,
up
oh,
as
this is
it.
cool over here.
Yeah.
Like seeing an Iron Man or a Thor here, it's really rare.
I saw Thor. Loki.
It's like one thing over there. It's like, well, it's a comic,
Yeah,
right?
you guys.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we end on.
Well, no.
Actually, no. Dennis, you got a lot of music too. So you actually explored the other end of the fandom, like other aspects of fandom. Usually we just look at art.
Mm-hmm. The two things I want to talk about is, one thing, in the West Halls 1 and 2 on the third day, you guys never made it there.
Nope.
Because you were stuck. The East Hall's coming. But yeah, I ventured over there, and West Hall 2, more than half of it, I would say, had music. Right? A lot of like fan CDs and stuff. Now, in my opinion at least, if you don't know the music artist or whatever, or the company making music, it's extremely hard to gauge the quality. I mean, you can look at the cover and be like, oh, that's kind of cute, but that doesn't say anything about the music.
That's why Supercell got Shroud Me.
Mm-hmm. So, like, there's a few artists I knew from listening to Asian shit, so I kind of went to their booths, whatever, and bought some of their CDs. But, like, I remember walking down, I would say at least 150 tables of Vocaloid. I just had Hatsune Miku, actually. And, like, I can't tell if it's good. First of all, it's a music synthesis program, so you're not even a singer. And secondly, they all kind of look like, they're all Hatsune Miku, like, oh, we made all these songs. I'm like, that's great and all, but without any samples to listen to or whatever. Like, some booths were really smart. They had, like, their iPod or whatever, and, like, headphones you can, like, wear and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, their laptop plugged in or whatever, and like, a music video going. I mean, that's at least better than, like, some dude with, like, a CD. Yeah. So one last thing I want to talk about is Comiket. It's my first one, and I did like it a lot.
Yeah, we're veterans of Comiket. We don't need to talk about Comiket anymore.
Is popularity of what's actually shown there. I would still say number one is still probably Toho Project.
Oh, there's no fucking question about that.
I mean,
because the second day they dominated.
They had 2/3 of Hall 4, 5, and 6.
So they probably dominated 4 and 5.
And then day 3 they still had the same thing, but now it's like porn. And I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy.
What's Toho for you?
So yeah, that's probably number one. And number two, the new Kantai collection is starting to take over slowly. Especially Shimekaze. She has her own like sector now in Comiket.
Yeah,
Just her.
Summers was Attack on Titan or Shingeki. And this time I would say, yeah, Dennis is right. Kantai collection took over most of 4, 5. Well, not most of 4, 5, 6, but 5.
Chunk,
we'll just say 5 because that was the middle, I think.
I was like, wow, this is a large chunk just dedicated to an online card game. But I mean,
single character.
Wow.
Matt, your final thoughts on Comiket Winter 2014, 13. No, is it 14 yet? We're doing this on New Year's Eve.
Comiket 85.
85.
So it's 11.
Good weather.
Very good weather.
Yeah, surprisingly good weather.
Not a single cloud in the sky.
Yeah. It's not that cold either. So, like, yeah, it was good. We all got to walk around in t-shirts.
Very pleasant.
Yeah.
Cool.
Risk of the Princess. Special guest, Zinity. In Japan. 2013. Moving on to 2014.
Isn't it not 2014 right now?
By the time this comes out, yeah, it will be.